We're pulling phone lines into a retail store in a mall. We do this a lot. We're in the IDF right now. We're not going to the MDF. We've already cross-connected to the MDF. But I've got 3 polymerated cables and a pull string, and we've shoved them into the conduit. And we're just pulling them from the other end, but it's a couple hundred feet. So we're using a polymerated Cat 6. It might be overkill for a phone line, but we hit a snag about a foot from the exit of the conduit. So there's always junction boxes in the conduit, and they're placed at random places. So we gotta open them up and manually route the cable now.
Will you be able to see it from the other side now? So that's...
So we gotta be careful because our pull string is getting caught at the junction box somewhere, and it's getting torn, frayed.
Okay.
We did manage to get the 3 Cat 6 cables through the conduit. And we're gonna install a Bix block, so we're putting a bracket. We're gonna...
You're the one doing whatever it is you're doing. I was wondering, like, every time I do it, I keep fucking the screw. What is that? I still don't get what you're talking about.
So I'm gonna make a service loop of the cable. The reason I'm making a service loop is...
What are you talking about? So what's wrong with it? I thought that has to have big radius.
in case they need to move the cable or the phone lines to another part of the store, they don't have to pull a new cable or splice the existing cable.
He was like, how many portions did you call him? And his voice just changed. Like, he was just like, there was one where they did Kelly Minions. Yeah, because in case they move the phone panel to like the other side of the room, I don't have cable. Where do they want? Don't be like shock cables. So this is where they put their modem. And they dangle them. Don't do it. Because clearly that's a wall mountable modem. I'm pretty sure. You have to use a wall mount. And you did it. You just left it there. Why? What's wrong? What? Yeah. I don't want those. Those are screws that come. Wrong thing.
So you can't make the service loop with all at once, just make a few layers, add some zip ties, and make a few more. Even if you want, you can cut the old ones off.
What's the worst? Cancer 10 years from now? What's in that opportunity? Don't say that. There's nothing on it for don't be that guy. I need more though.
These zip ties have holes for screws, so we can wall mount things.
And put the hole here. Why?
It's not the only way to do it, but it's a
It looks
preferred
clean.
way.
No, the zip ties are pretty flying tools, but $100. That stupid down tool, that's like $100. And you know who invented those blocks? That people like me can't use them. The army.
So the Bex block has to use really tiny zip ties to hold the wires onto it.
Did you ever? Is this recording? Yeah. Audio? Everything? Can you shut it off for a sec? Why? I want to speak freely. So, what you do, actually, is you have to wrap all things around things. That's the down. All you do is look at it.
Now that I've zip tied it, I'm gonna put each pair in. And then we're gonna punch them down. You can punch them down in the bracket, that would be easier. But they do say that this block sets with the wires at the back of the bracket and then the cross connects at the front. Some people like to put 2 blocks, and then cross connect between the 2 blocks, but I think that's a bit overkill.
Is it right here? And then later, if they're running, because they're going to be putting the patch panel, they can run a phone line straight to the panel. How many jacks from each one? 2 jacks? Yeah.
So I like surface mount boxes. That's where I'll leave the phone lines.
I'm just going to say what I would do. So I'll put this here. I'll put this like more up and put this one here. No. It's too late now.
Always use screws with surface mount boxes. The stickers help hold them in place, but always screw them in.
I want it on drill. It's not safe. No wonder it was slow. What? You're not supposed to do that. And that you could do what you want. Yeah, phones don't care. But the box set will tell you that you put them in backwards.
So now we're punching down the jacks themselves. I did from the jack side, and I just stripped the Cat 6 cable instead of using a cross connect wire, and added a label to the
punch with this thing
to the block.
This is going to fit. And then it wasn't fitting, and I took a picture and I tried Googling it. And then I went to buy the butt set and I saw this one. And that's what it was like, oh! Then I was like, okay. I have another one and I lost it. Because I bet you there's probably some mark floating around, you probably would have separated it here in the middle. Well, that's what you can do, but that doesn't prove that you terminated the jack right, it just proves that the wire works. You want to test wire?
So we're going to test every jack to make sure that got a dial tone.
If I was those ones the same way. Because I have to add labels to the first. For each phone number. If I don't know what each phone number is yet, you're just gonna call yourself. Check if you have the phone.
So I've got a dial tone. I mean, my phone is ringing. That means the phone line is working. So I'm gonna add labels to the top of the surface mount boxes.